Hi, my name's Justine Gormley and I'm currently a final year student at the Royal Northern College of Music and I study piano. Before I went to music college, I had all of my tuition at home in Northern Ireland. I had some really wonderful piano tuition from a local piano tutor called John McParland in Belfast, and he was an EPTA UK piano teacher. Before that, I was taught by my mum until I was about 12. And I also studied violin at the City of Belfast School of Music, and I would have done the youth orchestra there, and I would have done other orchestras as well, like the Ulster Youth Orchestra, and I also got theory and oral classes from the City of Belfast School of Music. For A level, I studied biology, chemistry, and music, and I'd also studied maths at AS level. I chose maths and music because I enjoyed them and I knew that I was good. I knew that I'd be good at the music A level. And I actually chose the sciences because I was considering medicine as a degree. And if I could go back now, I probably would have chosen different A levels. I probably would have chosen slightly easier ones, or maybe ones that were more related to my course now. But that was just how it worked out at the time. I chose to study at the Royal Northern because I knew that it had a really good reputation. Obviously, I knew that there was a good piano department, and I also knew quite a lot of people who were either studying there or had studied there and had, been really enjoying it. And I just thought it would be a good place to go. The main thing I would say about the application is to make sure that you're really aware of all the dates of when everything needs to be in, and make sure you're on top of your references and you know who you've got, and definitely start the application early and don't leave it until the last minute, because I've been there and it can be quite stressful. Um, So when I auditioned for music college at the Royal Northern, I was actually auditioning for the joint course, which is kind of a joint academic and practical degree between the college and Manchester University. So it was a slightly different audition process because instead of the two rounds, I only had one round of auditions. um it's a pretty simple process. There's no exam to complete. You just come in, you sign in, and you'll be given your room and your time, and you'll probably have about 15 minutes to warm up, and then you'll go in for your audition. My main tips for the audition would just be to make sure that you've had enough sleep and had enough to eat and to drink before you've gone in, and try to be very confident. And if you're being asked any questions in the interview after, just try and be as honest as you can. And I would also be prepared in case you might be asked for a bit of sight reading, or for some scales. So the RNCM usually hold an Offers Holders Day, and this is kind of a chance to look around the college, and it's also a chance to get some consultation lessons with some of the tutors, which cost probably around £50 per lesson. And if you've managed to find one of the teachers that you might like to study with, or if you've had consultation lessons outside of the offers day, then you can email that teacher to ask if they would be willing to teach you. And if all goes well, then you should email your head of department just to confirm that with them. And I would say make sure to do this at some stage before the summer, because usually they will be allocating the teachers, around, I want to say around June, July. You'll probably get an email to let you know that your teacher has been confirmed. To pay for my studies, I decided to get a student loan, and this is really popular, a really popular thing for Northern Irish students to do. But obviously, even with the maintenance part of the loan that comes straight into your account, you might find yourself needing some kind of top up from another source. I was lucky in that I got a bursary from the Flex Trust before I went to music college, but I would also suggest trying to apply for funding from different charitable trusts, or even from the Arts Council. And I would also suggest trying to go to different competitions, because that can be quite a good way of getting money as well. So aside from obviously all of the practical teaching that I get, which I really enjoy, there's loads of different things that I really like about my conservatoire. I think one of the main things that I've found is that you really do feel like you're part of a big community, and the college really does seem to care about you as an individual, and they really care about physical and mental health. So I feel really well looked after and cared about. They're really good at offering different opportunities and things to perform at. And there's even aside from the practical teaching, there's like really good academic staff there, and I've really enjoyed all of the academic modules as well. Manchester has a really good student life, and I think that's probably because there's so many students from the different universities and metropolitan universities. So there's loads of things to do. There's loads of restaurants and loads of bars. So you won't be stuck for finding something to do. There's also a really good music scene, with Bridgewater Hall and the Manchester Camerata. So before I moved to Manchester, I'd already been to the city a number of times, so I did know it reasonably well. But of course, it's a new kind of environment, so it does take a while to get used to. The main thing I would say is just don't spend all your hours in the practice room, and do go and chat to people and try your best to ask people out for coffee or out for drinks. Even if you're a bit shy like me, you will eventually get there, and if you need any help, there'll always be somebody.